viewers. Today, I have a spine-chilling story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's dive into the eerie tale of the Forgotten Tunnel.
The Forgotten Tunnel in the heart of a bustling city, beneath layers of concrete and history, lay an abandoned subway tunnel. It was a place of legends and whispers, avoided by even the bravest urban explorers. The entrance to this tunnel was sealed off long ago after a tragic accident, but its eerie reputation lived on. One rainy evening, a group of college friends, fueled by curiosity and a few too many drinks, decided to uncover the secrets of the Forgotten Tunnel. Among them was Emily, a history major with a fascination for urban legends. She had spent weeks researching the tunnel's dark past and convinced her friends to join her on this adventure. Armed with flashlights, cameras, and a map, Emily had pieced together from old archives. The group found the rusted chained gate that barred the tunnel's entrance. With a sense of foreboding excitement, they broke the lock and stepped into the darkness. The air inside was damp and musty, carrying the weight of years without disturbance. Their flashlights revealed graffiti-covered walls and old, decaying tracks. Emily led the way, her heart pounding with both fear and exhilaration. The deeper they ventured, the more oppressive the silence became, broken only by the occasional drip of water echoing through the tunnel. "Guys, look at this," Emily called out, her voice trembling. She pointed to an old weathered sign that read, "Do not enter, unsafe conditions." Ignoring the warning, they pressed on, driven by a mix of curiosity and bravado. As they continued, the tunnel seemed to stretch endlessly. Strange symbols and markings appeared on the walls, growing more intricate and unsettling. The group couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Their flashlights flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced around them. Suddenly, they heard a faint, distant sound, like a whisper carried on the wind. "Did you hear that?" asked Mark, one of Emily's friends. The others nodded, their faces pale. The whisper grew louder, evolving into a disjointed murmuring, like many voices speaking at once. Emily's heart raced as she strained to understand the words. "We should turn back," she said. Action. Before they could decide, the ground beneath them began to tremble. A low rumble echoed through the tunnel, and the lights flickered violently. Panic set in as the walls seemed to close in around them. "Run!" someone shouted. The group turned and sprinted back the way they came, but the tunnel seemed different now. Longer, darker, more twisted. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, filling their minds with dread. Out of the corner of her eye, Emily saw a figure. Pale, translucent, with hollow eyes that bore into her soul. She stumbled and fell, her flashlight skittering away. The figure loomed over her, its face twisted in sorrow and anger. "Why have you come?" it whispered, its voice a chorus of despair. Emily's friends grabbed her, pulling her to her feet. Together, they ran, the ghostly figure pursuing them, its presence a cold chill that sapped their strength. The tunnel twisted and turned, a nightmarish labyrinth that defied logic. Finally, they burst through the entrance, collapsing onto the wet pavement outside. The whispers ceased, and the oppressive weight lifted. They were safe, but forever changed by their encounter with the unknown. As they caught their breath, Emily looked back at the tunnel. The entrance seemed to pulse with a dark energy, a reminder of the secrets that should remain buried. They had uncovered something ancient, something that did not wish to be disturbed. "Let's never speak of this again," Mark said, his voice trembling. The others nodded in agreement, silently vowing to leave the Forgotten Tunnel and its mysteries to the darkness. For weeks after their terrifying experience, Emily couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching her. She'd wake in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat, her heart pounding as if the ghostly figure was standing at the foot of her bed. She began seeing shadows out of the corner of her eye, always disappearing when she turned to look directly. One night, unable to sleep, Emily decided to research more about the tunnel and the accident that led to its closure. What she found sent shivers down her spine. The accident involved a subway train that derailed, killing dozens of passengers. Many of the victims were never recovered, their bodies lost in the wreckage and sealed off when the tunnel was abandoned. Emily read about strange occurrences reported in the area for years afterward. Sightings of ghostly figures, whispers in the darkness, and feelings of dread that drove people away. She realized that by entering the tunnel, they had disturbed the restless spirits of the victims, awakening something far more sinister than she had ever imagined. Determined to find a way to put the spirits to rest, Emily contacted a local historian and paranormal expert named Dr. Whitfield. Together, they devised a plan to enter the tunnel once more, this time with the intention of performing a ritual to appease the spirits and close the portal to the other world. When Emily told her friends about her plan, they were reluctant but ultimately agreed to join her. They couldn't let her face the dangers alone. Armed with candles, holy water, and ancient incantations, they returned to the tunnel on a cold, foggy night. As they descended into the darkness, the oppressive silence returned, broken only by their footsteps and the faint sound of dripping water. The air grew colder, and the sense of being watched intensified. Emily led the way, her flashlight illuminating the path to the heart of the tunnel where the accident had occurred. Dr. Whitfield set up the candles in a circle and began chanting the incantations. The atmosphere grew heavier, and the whispers returned, louder and more desperate than before. Shadows danced on the walls, and the ground seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy. Suddenly, the ghostly figure appeared, more defined and menacing than before. It floated towards them, its hollow eyes fixed on Emily. "Leave this place," it hissed, its voice a cacophony of anguish. Emily held her ground, her voice steady as she recited the final part of the ritual. "We seek to bring you peace. Rest now and let go of your pain." The figure paused, its expression shifting from anger to sorrow. The whispers grew softer, and the shadows began to recede. The air warmed, and the oppressive feeling lifted. Slowly, the figure faded away, leaving behind a sense of calm and closure. As they exited the tunnel, Emily felt a weight lift from her shoulders. They had done it. They had brought peace to the restless spirits and closed the portal to the other world. The tunnel was once again a place of history, its dark secrets finally laid to rest. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling tales. Stay safe and stay curious.